to talk about government offices. For the most part, people that work for the government just don't give a fuck. Like, let's keep it 100. If you need something from any government office, Social Security, licensing, courts, anything that has to do with the government, the people there are not there to help you. Like, you go and ask them how to do something because obviously you don't know, which is why you're asking, and they won't even point you in the right direction. They'll penalize you fast as fuck because you didn't have something or you didn't know something. But guess what? It's not online. It's not posted anywhere. It's not listed on any paperwork. And if you're not in the know, then you just don't know. And they're not gonna tell you. So you're telling me that that's not a fucking setup? That the shit is not set up for you to fail? How are you able to get into something, but then when you need help navigating, there's none? And I understand it and I get it. Individually, you don't give a fuck. You're here for your 9 to 5, you get your little money, you get your benefits, you go home to your family. Or whatever, your dogs, your cats. So I approach you because I need help filing some paperwork. I need help with some navigation of what I need to do. And the most that you can do is pass the buck. Oh, I can't help you. Do this, do that. Then when I ask you a specific question about a specific situation, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. It's like I'm speaking a different language to you. Especially New York fucking City. New York City has some of the worst government workers that I've ever dealt with. Straight from fucking the courts down to the fucking postal service. It is terrible. For example, I went and I filed for a passport. Now, online, you do your research, you Google it, whatever search engine you're using, it tells you straight up. You can use credit or debit, money order, or personal checks to pay for the services. It even brings you a breakdown of how much the services are going to be, minus taxes, because taxes are different in every state. So you know, for the most part, how much you're going to be paying, and then you can calculate taxes in your state. So I don't carry a debit card because a debit card doesn't give me any incentives to use it. You know what I mean? I swipe my credit card, I get reward points, I get mileage, etc., etc. I swipe a debit card, I don't get nothing back, so I don't use it. So I don't carry debit. And since the fucking panoramic, we don't really use cash like that. We don't do hand-to-hand transactions like that. So who the fuck is carrying cash? But the website don't mention that you could pay in cash though. None of them do. So I'm at the fucking post office. Mind you, I'm on time for my fucking appointment. Matter of fact, I'm early. They tell you on the website, get there 15 minutes early. I got there 30 minutes early because I know the post office is full of shit. I get there, I speak with people, I get in line, I make my presence known. Tell me why when my appointment time comes up, they still skip over me like I wasn't even there. I had to go back and be like, yo, why y'all skipped over me like I wasn't there? In my mind, that shit was done on purpose because I was here stupid early. If my appointment was at 3 o'clock, which it was at 3 o'clock, and I get there at 2:20 and change, then when you start announcing the names, calling them out, how you skip my name and it's 3:20? You ain't see nobody from before 2:20, because that's when I fucking got there, to 3:20. So now I spent an hour there. Then you call names and you don't announce me. So then when I come up to you and be like, yo, is my name on the list? Oh yeah, you next. So why you ain't call my name? Bullshit. You full of shit. And it's not just the post office. It's every fucking government office you could think of. Full of shit. Y'all don't know nothing. And y'all don't care to know nothing. Because all you hear is for your 9 to 5, and then you go home to whatever the fuck you going home to. Not giving a fuck that your fucking negligence is affecting other people's lives in negative ways. Because you just care about your fucking paycheck. And that's cool. Ain't nobody coming at you because you just want to do your 9 to 5, clock out, clock in, clock out, and then go home. But do your fucking job in those 8 hours, 7 hours, because you get an hour break. Because it's a fucking government job. We all know you get an hour break. So for them fucking 7 hours, but you're getting paid 8. The least you can fucking do from Monday to Friday is pretend like you give a fuck. You don't know this motherfucker, and you probably won't even see this motherfucker again. So at least pretend like you give a fuck. You don't have to actually give a fuck, because you're not gonna see this motherfucker again after today. So pretend like you do. Pretend just for between the 5 and 20 minutes that you're dealing with this motherfucker. Let's pretend like there's somebody that you actually know, maybe a family member or something like that. You don't gotta give him a discount. You don't gotta give him all that family treatment. Let's pretend like you give a fuck for at least 10 minutes. You've done it in other shit in your life. Why you can't do it at work? Why is it, and shout out to Louis Rossman, if I'm getting a license, if I get a license for my fucking business, why is it that I gotta jump through hoops, contact multiple people, send multiple emails just to get I don't know what you're supposed to do after this? Why is it that you don't know what the fuck to do? 2 reasons. Nobody gives a fuck to want to know what to do, and nobody gives a fuck enough to want to tell somebody is what we doing moving forward. We just came from a fucking pandemic. Everything has changed. And yet nobody knows what the fucking procedures are to move forward and get something accomplished. It's been over a fucking year. Why the fuck don't we have anything in place to get something accomplished? Why do I have to spend days contacting multiple people, calling multiple numbers just to get you should just do it online real quick. Then when I do it online real quick, I don't get a fucking response. Because it's over fucking saturated. You got so many fucking emails or whatever the fuck have you that you don't have time to get back to me in appropriate manner of time that I need you to. Whether it be 30 days in advance, 40 days in advance, or 60 days in advance. Customer service doesn't just stop at restaurants or retail. It's everywhere. And the government is the biggest fucking culprits. They're trash. Trash. I do my best to avoid these motherfuckers at all times. Because I already know they don't give a fuck about what you're trying to do right now. Oh, you need a passport? You need a green card? You need something that's gonna, and you need something that's gonna help you move forward. You need something that's gonna help you maybe stay in the country. You need a visa. You need this, you need that, you need a license. They don't give a fuck. And I'm not saying you're supposed to give a fuck. All I'm saying is do your job to the best of your ability. If you don't know something, figure that shit out. Because I need to know it, and I need you to know it, and I'm not the only motherfucker out here that needs to know it. And the shit is not online. Because the shit that's online is old shit. We living in a new day, a new time. We need new shit. So you acting in the old ways is not gonna work. You half-assing everything. Okay, cool. So you just buying your time until it's no longer your problem, right? Come up with an excuse until it's no longer your problem, right? That's cool. That's cool. But let me ask you this though. How would you feel if that was you? How would you feel if that was your grandmama? How would you feel if that was your daughter? How would you feel if that was your sibling? How would you feel? Because the same motherfucker that you trying to play, one day, is going to take your place. Y'all think you're going to be here forever. You only here for like 10, maybe 15. That's how much you got. And let's be real, 10 years ain't that long of a time. You think, 10 years is a long time. Nigga, a year fly by like... It is August 5th, 2021 right now. Technically, we've been in the pandemic for a year and 5 months. And the way I see it, we headed into another shutdown, lockdown, quarantine, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That shit is right around the motherfucking corner. And we still acting like we don't know shit. Y'all niggas is still asleep. Y'all ain't wake up yet. Y'all ain't realized the same bullshit that we've been doing ain't been working? That the way y'all been treating people ain't been working? It's the reason why shit going down. It's the reason why y'all motherfuckers losing y'all jobs left and right. Cause y'all fucking useless, man. But then when you need assistance, right? You expect that shit to come quick, fast. When you need help with something, you expect that shit to happen right away. But when you at work, what you doing? Buying your motherfucking time. Wait, what time is break? But you just walked in. You asking when break is? But if it was your life, if it was your situation, if it was your business, you feel some type of way though, right? If it was somebody that you know, somebody that you cared for, somebody that was going through the situation that you know, you'd feel some type of way though, right? But then you turn around and treat somebody, a stranger, and you don't know who the fuck this person is. And that's the crazy part. You don't know who this person is. This person could be the owner of your branch. This person could be the manager of your manager. Because let's be real, the higher up you go, the less people that you see. Most employees never met the owner. So you being a lowly employee, you treating everybody like they ain't shit. I get it, you just another cog in the wheel. But why you gotta be that bitch? Why you gotta be the motherfucker that ruined somebody else's day? But you wouldn't want nobody to come through and treat you the same way you treating other people, huh? What happened to do what onto others as you want others to do onto you? And let's be real, most of you motherfucking government workers are black. So I know y'all religious. If not all the way, semi. Y'all been in church at least a fourth of your life. The government, especially in New York, is one of the biggest employers of African American people. So I know y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all ain't shit, and I'm just gonna keep it 100. And the crazy part is, y'all treat people that look like you worse than people that don't look like you. How that shit make any fucking sense? Cause you fucking brainwashed. You just come here because you got a fucking union job. So that means no matter what fucking happens, the most that somebody can do is complain. But you're still gonna have the job tomorrow, and that's cool. But guess what? You gotta die someday. You gotta retire one day. The same way you got the job, somebody else gonna get the job. And the same way you treated them, they're gonna treat somebody else. And the cycle is just gonna keep going and keep continuing. We need competence. Because you know what's gonna happen? And it's happening already. People gonna get fed up and be like, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm gonna start doing shit my own way. And if you got a problem with it, you can come and see me, nigga. Fuck you, fuck your system, fuck your rules. I'm doing it the way I wanna do it. Because you ain't no motherfucking help. Oh, you think you can control everybody? You think you could just tell everybody what the fuck to do? You think this is just the only way to get shit done? Nah. What's gonna happen is we're gonna create other ways to get it done. And it's gonna bypass your ass. And you're gonna be like, what happened? Then when your motherfuckers start getting fired because ain't nobody coming through to deal with you, you're gonna be like, I thought the government job was stable. Bitch, ain't nothing stable. The same way you got the job, guess what? Somebody else coming up. Shit that's temporary. It ain't a motherfucking career. Working for a fucking union ain't a motherfucking career. Just because you've been doing it for 10 years don't mean it's a fucking career. Most of y'all motherfuckers got jobs. Y'all don't give a fuck about what y'all do. Y'all get up, y'all do the same bullshit, and then y'all go to sleep. You could have made a difference in somebody's life today, but you chose to be a fucking asshole instead. Y'all don't think karma real? Y'all don't think that same energy gonna come back to you? If not to you, it's gonna come back to your children. And I ain't wishing nothing negative on you. It's just life. If the shit don't come back to you, it's gonna come back to somebody who's close to you. Because if you're like, oh, I could take it, better me than you, okay, cool. They're gonna hurt somebody close to you. Somebody who you can't really do nothing for like that. As much as you want to take the pain away from them, you can't. And then you're gonna be like, but damn, I wish I could. And you know why you can't? Because of the shit that you did. And now that motherfucker gotta deal with the pain that you fucking caused. And all of that is there just to what hurt you. Because of shit that you did. But y'all don't think this shit real. But when some shit happen, oh, look at God, right? Look at God. Y'all want all the positive, but y'all don't think about the negatives. When some shit go down, oh my God, help me. And when some shit is going good, God who? That nigga don't know you. You only come to him when you need something. You get a little power, you get a position where you could affect somebody's lives, and what you do, you go crazy with it. Matter of fact, you don't even go crazy with it. You don't do nothing with it. You get comfortable. You gotta do better. Because you know what's gonna happen? Y'all gonna be obsolete. Y'all gonna be old news. When niggas is making moves without you, you're gonna be like, what happened though? I already said it. It is August 5th, 2021. We headed into another fucking lockdown. It's evident. If anybody was paying attention between December of last year, between December of 2019 and March of 2020, if anybody was paying attention between those months, you know that's exactly where we headed right now in September. On God. No cap on God. But yeah, y'all still want to treat the fucking situation like it's the same. Like I just said, I'm gonna come in, do my little 9 to 5, and then leave. I'm not really gonna be dealing with nobody. I'm not really gonna be saying nothing. And the crazy part is, y'all got all the fucking information. You got all of it. You know the ins, you know the outs, you know the ups, you know the downs. But you'd rather hold on to that power to try to play with somebody's life. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Nah, dead ass. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all don't understand that it's a common unity, a community, that we're each one teach one, each one help another one, so that way we all can advance. But nah, y'all so fucking selfish, caught up in this solipsism that y'all can't see past the fucking glass that's right in front of your fucking face, and the shit is fucking transparent, and you still can't see through the shit. Y'all motherfuckers so fucking caught up in the same bullshit, so afraid to change, that y'all rather die before you make a change. Y'all rather die before you do something different. And on God, you will. And I don't mean physically. I don't wish death on no one. But the life that you live in, the attitude that you've been giving out, that shit that you've been spewing, all that shit is death. Because once you stop advancing, once you stop helping, then what you doing? You're not growing. So if you ain't growing, then what you doing? Y'all so caught up in this 5 minutes of fame, for lack of a better word, instant gratification. Denying someone makes you feel good. Well, guess what? Helping someone makes you feel even better. But y'all wouldn't know that because y'all don't help people. Helping someone without asking for nothing in return, for some strange reason, and I can't explain it, it makes you feel good. Serotonin, endorphins, whatever the fucking chemical reaction is, it feels better than shitting on somebody. Because at the end of the day, unless you fucking soulless, unless you're some type of fucking demon, that shit that you did is gonna weigh on you. You can try to ignore it as much as you want, and you can push it to the back. You can try to put it on the back burner, push it to the side, but you know what the fuck you did or didn't do. And you don't need somebody to come through and be like, well, you did this, or just so you can come and deny it or try to justify your actions. You know what you did was wrong. You know what you're doing is wrong. You know the system is stupid, and you just sitting in it and letting it happen. So let me ask you this. Are you part of the solution or part of the problem?